Oh. I felt obviously United a really good team, tactically really well set up and test you. And when they are set up like that, they got good players in the positions where they pull you into. So we knew that was coming. I felt that we didn't look after the first pass well enough in the first half. There were too many times where we gave it away when we could have done better. And for as good as United are, they do give you spaces in between the lines and also down the sides as well. You saw the couple of times where T give Maguire a couple of difficult moments. So, but we didn't do that enough in terms of making the first pass and setting up some real decent attacks. Because when we did make a pass or two, then we did get into some decent areas. Those set pieces we looked a threat. And then the goals was two examples of one when you turn it over sloppily like we did, you get punished. That's what I'm saying on the first pass. And then at time we knew what the press needed to be like, and there was a lot of times that we got it right. But the times when you don't, they can play and find them areas, and they got, as I said, they got really good players that could punish you, and that was the second goal. So so that was the analysis of it and the disappointments around it. I got to say, and it's not the reason. I'm not going to say it's the absolute reason why we lost the game, but I think it's a definite penalty, Maguire, and possibly a second yellow card, and could be a game changer. I repeat, it's not the reason why we lost, and I'm not going to hide behind a penalty decision, but I do think it's a really bad error. One from the referee on the pitch, but benefit of the doubt, I get it, the angle and the bodies around the high handball, but for VAR not to do it is, they apologised last week, they're going to have to apologise again tomorrow, which means absolutely nothing. But it's having to. It's too many times for me, and we're on the back end of one this week. So I say for the third time, I don't think it's your headline. This is why we lost the game. But I don't think these errors should be happening.
Another key moment is obviously Taiwo's chance. Obviously,
which the shot.
Yeah. On target. It was quite a good chance looking at.
Yeah, and maybe the header. And that's. You're right, John. I should add that I talked about the lack of at times quality on the first pass. And also, when we did get into some decent moments, we needed to do better. There was some, even in the second half, there was a couple of flashes crossing areas and a couple of breakaways, and we've not been able to really create that real good chance. So apart from T's where we put him under pressure and he's should hit the target, they do, and they would have, and that's why Cahill's played as well as he has today as well. And there's no doubt that at this level everything has to be top, and when they've got the ball and you don't get it right, you get punished. But you've got to do the same to the opponent when you've got it. So we didn't do that well enough today. I don't think no problem with the effort, no problem with the lads carrying out what was the plan. I don't think you're seeing a set of players that are not trying and hiding. I don't think you're seeing that, which can obviously happen when we're on the run that we're on. There's nothing good about the run that we're on in the league position. So I ain't got a problem with that. The guys coming off disappointed again, obviously. But like we're doing everything we can to stop this run and to turn it round, everything we can. But we've got to do more to do that.
Steve, do you think there might be a second penalty in the second half when I think it was Dallo, someone across and it just hit his hand?
That's not a penalty for me. It did definitely hit his hand and it come off his foot, but so it's like it's handball, but it's not a penalty in the way the rules are, and that's why I'm quite happy to say that, because if I just keep talking about like poor decisions and we should have got this, we should have got that, then I'd try not to be that manager, to be honest. But the Harry Maguire one, I'm really struggling to get my head around it. Especially the VAR, with Andy Madley, So having a tough time, the old referee department at the moment, and unfortunately we've been you know, on the wrong end of. It's our turn, isn't it, this weekend?
You speak to the referee about that?
Yeah, I have, yeah.
What did he say?
Well, he hasn't seen it, so yeah. He hasn't seen it, so because he's not allowed to see it. And it was all respectful, and it was all, you know, there was no raised voices from me or anything like that, you know. But I've just asked sort of nicely, like, what I thought about it.
What did you make of Taylor Navas and Felipe?
Yeah, brilliant performances, and you know, they're the two of the most disappointed. Well, we're all disappointed, but they're not bothered about individual performances because that's the type of guys they are. They were brilliant, you know, but they haven't come in and thought that I've played well today. They've come in and they're really disappointed that we've not won, you know. So, but you know, to win a game in this league and definitely against Man United, you need more performances like them two today for sure.
Have you noticed any lack of belief on this one?
Yeah. It's really difficult, and you know, I will speak quite openly. You know, I'm not going to hide away from what is a really poor run, league position. It's not, you know me now, you local guys. I'll say how I feel, and we have got to take. We are taking responsibility for the position that we're in, and trying to improve. But clearly, we've just got to do more, me as well, than what we have done, we've got to continue to try and find a better way. And you know, I think we have made some individual mistakes last week that have been costly, you know, today included. Decision making is really really important at this level, but you know, I don't think you saw a team out there of players hiding or not giving you know, a good account of themselves. But all of us, me starts with me, I've got to do more. And it's as simple as that.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you guys. We done, Andy?
Okay, see you soon.